I hit a kid in the back of the head. Welcome back to Miranda, and today for you I have a story time. So let's take it way back. I was about 15 or 16 years old, okay? Now, I have a ton of nieces and nephews. I've been an aunt since I was 7 years old. So, I'm about 15 or 16. My sister ends up getting some new neighbors, and these new neighbors so happen to have a few children. So, I see the kids a couple of times, like doing like some bad kid type of shit. And I'm like, alright, like, these kids look bad, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And so one day, my niece and nephew, they were probably like 5 and 6 years old. They asked if they can go outside and play with the neighbors' kids. Now, the neighbors' kids were older, like, I want to say the little boy was like 9 or 10 years old. And so I'm like, why do they want to play with him? And not that his look had anything to do with it, but just so you guys can picture it, I'm going to describe the little boy to you. So he was pretty tall. He's about my height, and I was 15. He had long black hair, like the long black bang, long black hair, always doing this, like the typical emo hairstyle. He had that going on. Super, super pale skin, always wore all black. But I didn't judge him. I'm like, go outside and play. The only reason I thought was a problem because he was much older than them. But I'm like, okay, yeah, go outside and play. So as an aunt, and I think a lot of moms have this too, like most moms have this, but sometimes as an aunt or a big sister, you pick up on things like a mom would. So my stomach starts to hurt, and some keeps telling me, go outside and check on the kids. Go outside and check on the kids. So I'm like, all right. I grabbed my little purse, and my purse was pink, and it was literally shaped like the end of a sledgehammer, right, with a handle. Instead of like the regular handle a sledgehammer has, that was my purse handle. So I took my little purse, not thinking anything of it, but that part is important. So I go outside, I look at the park, nowhere to be found. I literally walked all around the apartment complex. Now, in this complex, there are townhomes that my sister stayed in. Way back in the back, there are high rises. And so I'm like, I know they did not go to no high rises because they weren't allowed. So I look a little further. Something tells me, you know what, go around the corner of the townhomes. So I go around the corner. Y'all, this little boy has a 2x4 plank of wood, and he is waving it at my niece and my nephew. He literally swung it and hit my nephew, and then he raised it again to go and hit my niece. In 2.5 seconds flat, I took off running toward this little bastard. Literally, he's facing away from me, so the back of his head is toward me, and I'm running straight toward his little ass. Literally ran so fucking fast. My hand has my purse. I cocked that motherfucker all the way back to here, bitch, and literally swung as hard as I could forward. You know that little meat that boys have in the back of their head? I hit the fuck out of that with all of my might, okay? Literally, this little boy, he did not look to see what happened. He didn't look back. He didn't turn around. He didn't do anything. The only thing he did was take his hands, clasp the back of his damn head, and took off running in the opposite direction away from whatever had just hit him. To this day, he do not know what happened to him. He has no idea who hit him, what hit him. Like, he literally has no clue what happened. I've never seen a child run that fast. And I didn't understand, like, dang, I didn't hit him, that hard. I know I hit him hard. I hit him pretty hard. But, like, he was my size, and I'm a girl, so I didn't think that I would hurt him that bad. So I asked my niece and nephew what happened, and they were like, oh, like, he wouldn't give us a turn to play, and when we said, that's not fair, he picked up that piece of wood and started swinging it at us. I'm like, really? Like, that's all that happened? Are y'all sure? They're like, yes, like, he's crazy. So I'm like, all right, I believe y'all. I go in the house. Now, this was years ago, okay? Back when they had them Nokia thick phones, and you can change your case and all of that on it, and the whole screen and all the buttons lit up like LED blue. I had that Nokia phone. It was super thick. I go in the house to, get on my phone, text my sister what happened or whatever. My whole entire screen was cracked, and it was like, I don't know, like the paint or like the LED, like the words or whatever it is on the inside of a phone on the screen that had like zigzags all through it. I was like, oh my god, like the phone was inside the purse, and I'm like, that's why he took off running, holding the back of his head. I just broke this thick, huge phone on the back of his skull. Like, I just broke my phone on his head. Of course he took off running. I'm like, that's what hurt him so bad. And I'm like, dang, man, like, he probably gonna go tell. But then I thought about the way he ran away. And I'm like, man, he don't know what happened. He don't know what hit him or who hit him. My niece and nephew was in front of him, so he knew the attack came from behind. So he know they ain't do it. He has no clue who hit him, what hit him. I mean, unless he watching us right now, then, it was me. Sorry, you should have been fucking with little kids. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have did it. But, yeah, that was the time that I hit a kid. And I had to. I think I had every right to. You don't mess with kids younger than you, and you do not swing weapons at kids. Like, a 2x4, like, you tripping. Like, I gotta see if you were, like, throwing pebbles or something, but you picked up a 2x4. Like, first of all, why was that just laying around outside somewhere? Where'd you get that from, first off? Like, do you just collect these weapons? Like, do you have a stash somewhere that somebody needs to know about? Like, where'd you get it, firstly? Secondly, why are you waving it at kids like half your size, like years younger than you? Why? Why? That's the only thing I want. Why? But I think he learned his lesson, because if y'all would have saw, I swear that boy ran so fast that smoke was coming off the back of his sneakers. Like, he was out, okay? Like, I've never seen a child run so fast with so much fear, and I couldn't see his face. You just read like he was oozing fear. The way he clasped the back of his head, he was, oh, I feel bad, but he was out. Like, I guess when you get hurt like that, you don't care what happened. Like, you don't ask no questions. You don't want to know. You just get the heck out of there. And that's what he did, man. I'm sorry about the cussing I did in this video, but I couldn't help it, man. That's just what happened. That's how I would tell the story to my friends. That's how I'm going to tell it to you guys. So I'll keep it coming. I have plenty of stories. There'll be more story times, tutorials. I know I keep telling y'all I'm going to do makeup tutorials, and then I get on here with my makeup all done, and y'all like, hello, teach us. But, I'll get to it, I promise. I just need an off day to do it. I'm just getting off work, so I apologize for not coming with the tutorials, but I just had to get this story time off my chest because somebody jogged my memory about it earlier, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Anyways, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Press that little bell so that you'll be notified every time that I post. I will be posting more constantly now. This is your second video in the span of 2 days. And I just started YouTube. Sorry about that pause. got a notification about my battery. So with that being said, I'm gonna start letting you guys go. I hope you like what you see. This is Miranda. Mwah.
Speed it up. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up. Got me two bitches, I beat it up.